this week in Food Wars, we're talking about the Shokugeki for the Don RS building, which actually, it starts off pretty odd with Mito like bullying the Don RS president, trying to get him to join a Shokugeki so that they can close down his building and turn it into way more space and so on and so forth, just like what happened with like the other clubs. But as it goes on, Soma's there, challenges Mito, and of course, they start the whole battle. Which, to be fair, is that when I'm watching this episode, it was more upon the contest of trying out. Well, it's like the charm of this episode, it wasn't necessarily the thing of the challenge, because the challenge itself was very small. Talking about like them farming and growing their own ingredients was small. But like the big portion of this was watching all of these ingredients, in which that Soma's a very good cook, but at the same time, it's like he still has flaws in his cooking, which really do become evident in this episode, because even though the Don president is pretty much eating the shit, he's like, it doesn't have all that much of a snapback to it. It wasn't all the way until like the end of this episode in which that Soma went back and tried like some different tech, or at least like used techniques in which that he used earlier to perfect the dish, which will actually seemingly help him out like during the Shokugeki game and so on and so forth. But or at least during the challenge, which, if anything, if he has to make more than one dish, then, well, okay, that's a problem. But honestly, I do find it nice though how they're doing the challenges for this, in which that it's not based upon person to person. It's how do you defeat this technique of saying like Mito has grade A meat which has been aged for a month, so it's gonna be like at top notch, it's top notch perfection, and you can do pretty much whatever you want with it, and you can still make a really good ass dish. Whereas Soma's deal is that he has to make he has to take average everyday food, or like an average everyday budget, and form that into something which can be really fucking good. He has to make it compete with grade A beef with a basic budget. And honestly, I kind of get the feeling that this is going to be a very difficult task to play off. But either way, that is what I think about that. What do you think? Please tell me in the comment section. I'll catch you on the next John Graves Show. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.